Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be, and welcome back to the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament here on SpeedGaming. Today, we have our final Swiss match for Week 3, featuring TEEX 88 and DLP316. My name is The Crazy Dude, and with me today is Leslie Pro 04. Hello, Leslie. How you doing?
Doing well, Crazy Dude, and I'm looking forward to this matchup between two of the best in our community. This could be a final preview depending on how things play out between TEEX88 and DLP316. Hey, chat, 7 worlds that we could start with. What are we starting with? 1 through 7.
Well, naturally, I have to choose violence a little and say we're starting with World 7. But we're not going reverse world order. That's too old hat. I'm not into memes either.
Hey, to be fair, LOZ and I were on the call for the first ever Vanilla World Order, so it would only be apropos. Ooh, these pipes in World 6 might not be that great.
We'll see. Oh, no. That's expected. Like, always the tease there. Alright. Well, as we see our runners go through this first stage, we should probably go over what flags we're dealing with for this first race. How about that?
Works for me. It's a Group 2 flag set mystery panels, so we don't know what number applies to what stage. That's going to be key for the next flag set. But as for what we're dealing with, we've got rocks that aren't important in Worlds 2, 3, and 4 removed. These are the non-required ones that lead to side paths.
Yeah, additionally, the angry sun will start a lot more quickly, and as you can already tell, all the action panels are mystery. Like, they have the question marks. There is no end card, and all the stages and worlds are shuffled. We might be lucky and get to see stuff like Atlantis. Meanwhile, we have World 3F1, aka Door 6.
Door 6 had a cheap going after both runners, but both runners got out of the way. No Door 3 attempts this time.
Was there a pipe check? Oh,
it was early.
Oh, let's...
DLP does not do the pipe, but instead goes for the stage. It is the Sky Speedway beta level.
TEEX opting for that second pipe and is able to skip a couple.
He skipped it and gets a star from the Hammer Bro, goes after the other one. Nice and clean. That's another star. Oops, all stars.
Okay, let's see what we got next. Ooh.
Well, this is a bit of deja vu. Those who know the vanilla game knows this is where you would typically find this level.
Shouldn't be too bad. After all, we've turned, with a few choice exceptions, we've turned off all the auto scrollers.
Yeah, in fact, no missteps, and it's just the donut block that goes down the hole, and not the runner.
Next, ooh, now we have a lava fort.
5F2, the lava fort in the sky.
Watch your head.
And your step.
Good P-speed strats for TEEX here.
It's a good thing he didn't bonk off that pipe. There was a hot foot wait.
Basically now a stage lead, for TEEX this early on. Still a lot to be decided, of course.
7-9.
AKA the Great Maze. Oh, wow! First try! Doesn't go 2 for 2.
3 still pretty darn good. Then a mid-clip here and gets that one.
Opts to just toss out those ice blocks to make it to the end. Not bad, not bad.
DLP got clipped, but got the fireball off in time to dispatch this shiny. No clips for DLP here.
Ooh, and now we see hand 1 on TEEX' side. Pretty favorable enemy set. And now let's see what item we're getting from all these hands. A mushroom. That pretty basic, but it still gets the job done, of course. And TEEX can go and ignore the fort.
So 3 forts in World 6, and one of them was not required. That could have been the World 1 fort, for all we know, but we're not going in there, so we'll never know. Ooh, bit of a movement hiccup there by TEEX.
We could see a fire finish here for TEEX. There
And
it
we
is.
will.
Typically, you like to go for those fire finishes when you have elevated or irregular platforms. It's a lot tougher when it's just all flat.
Chat's already picking the next world, while DLP is just going to fly up and over the mast. So no fire kills, so DLP is going to lose a bit of time on that exchange.
2. 5.
With
Ooh,
pipes up
two-pipe
front.
Monty. Let's see where this goes. Well, that was ridiculous.
And 7F1 needed. But DLP lost his tail, so he's going to have to do the same thing that TEEX is doing here.
For anyone new with this, World 7F1 is purely unchanged, for the purposes of randomizer, because of where the pipe is to get to Boom Boom here. With the exception of our flag set in the next race, and we'll get to that if it needs to be brought up.
But this fort is necessary to build a bridge, and now we are going to have to climb the tower to get to the sky. No
You're
paradox pipe today. Oh, and we got ourselves a coin ship spawn in. That can happen when the digit of your 10 in the score column, which is a 4, matches a multiple of 11 in the coin count, which is 44. That's what causes the coin ship to spawn in vanilla.
It's so neat and cool with those little things. Like, you don't think about it at the time, but it's still pretty neat.
Yeah, except when you're doing an actual speed run. Okay, that is not a fire nipper, so TEEX is through clean.
This is a pretty free sky if you from all the looks of things. Uh-oh, TEEX is in the water.
But he was in the water while invincible, so he was fine.
Yeah, but typically you probably wouldn't want to star there if you're looking to go fast. You'd rather just skip off top of the Cheeps.
Yeah, and having a tail helps in that regard. He might have been looking for a tail there. No dice.
If he was, he would have gone for that bonus block that you would typically find the star in.
Yeah, I can see that. But at that point, you're making a time investment. You've already stopped for one power-up. Stopping for a second's even more time.
Ooh, all that lag.
Yeah, 6-4 can get super laggy.
Gets through it no problem, however.
DLP took a star into 3-2, and there was another star in that block. So that's a case of bump it and move on. Quite literally, bump the block, move on.
Ooh,
Oh,
this is a pretty nasty thing to find. Not gonna lie, I was hoping this was World 1 fort. with how the lock was on the ground on the first screen.
Yeah, the thing is, this 7F2 would be not required if we had a cloud, but we don't, so we still gotta play it.
Damage
TEEX is
boosting.
just flying through this level. Holy smokes!
Looking like they're gonna get some time saved grabbing the orb here.
Icarus in chat saying this is TEEX's fort. Yep.
Well, and now we have Airship 6. Ooh, trying one time for the clip, and just proceeding onward.
Yep, flying coach today, not in first class. Does get a fire flower though. Oh, DLP's gonna be happy to have grabbed a star for the start of this fort because it's 7F2. He's about to get on. Oh, TEEX got picked off. To answer chat, this was the Gatekeeper fort in name only because we only needed to play this level in DLP, keeping pace with the pace that TEEX had for 7F2. Very impressive.
Yeah. What good are power-ups if you can't win fast? Go fast.
Yeah, very nicely done by both runners in one of the toughest forts in the entire game.
2. Hey, it's 2!
Jackpot.
2 fort.
Yeah. 2 Fort Monty, and they're both up front. You could say it's Deuces Wild. Oh, TEEX bonked.
Oh, he has a chance, though, to get some payback, though. There
Payback.
you go.
Oh, DLP got hitboxed.
Yeah, as I was saying before, this is a 2-fort Desert Hill, which is rather interesting. And we have Block Frame Forts, aka the Forgotten Fort, aka 5F1. TEEX playing it a little cautious after taking that hit.
Which is the way to do it for 5F1, because if you continue to press your luck there, you might just stop on a whammy.
I see what you did there.
DLP gonna take a P-Wing into 4F1.
I believe that was from the letter, as chat is denoting. Meanwhile, we have 4-2. Yeah, 4-2 on TEEX's side.
4-2 with a Cheap and a Boss Bass, both below what I think the Cheap was just there to pick any scraps that Boss Bass might have left behind, which, knowing how Boss Bass devours everything in one gulp, isn't gonna be much. Oh, game, that's a mean place for a fire flower, and you know it.
Ooh, we have a hammer. Let's see if that. We'll see if that comes into play later.
Yeah, a hammer at the Star Exchange. Oh, that's a good place to
Oh.
check that hammer, bro. If you hear a movement of 2 with that particular airship, then that means that the hammer bro moved up and then back down at that particular spot. Because I've noticed the hammer bro will not travel over that leaf tile.
Uh-oh, it's 6-6.
Not sure why, but yeah, we got 6-6 here, which is an absolutely yucky stage to find. I had mentioned in the green room that my Week 2 race had this as an opening level. This is a level you just do not want to see at any time, because all this enemy randomization tends to create a lot of lag.
So you'd rather see Atlantis than this, is what I'm getting?
No, I'd rather see neither. If anything, I'd rather a 5-9 opening than this, because then I know my opponent's got to deal with it. Just keep climbing.
Also, I don't know if I said that right or not. Point is, you don't want either of those.
Oh, for sure.
Meanwhile,
we got
DLP doing the coin
back.
shift. Oh!
Teetering at the end of the coin ship, which TEEX is entering now.
Yeah, and we know this is a P-wing, and I think he's gonna be. Can you fly over the top of 6-6?
Nope.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were able to or not.
Personally, I wish, but no. It does give a nice speed boost heading into this section, but DLP has to slam on the brakes.
And we have Airship 4.
Oh, this is just disgusting. DLP is totally getting
Heavy Morton.
walled by the bloopers.
2 hits, 3
Three.
hits. Ah, one at the
Missed
screen
it.
wrap and fails it.
Yeah, the wand hit the deck. That's a time loss that you hate to see. Now, Highflyer pointed out in chat, you can fly over 6'9". You can also wall jump over that.
Yeah, I've seen it in action, and it is pretty cool. Or if you, or you could be like me and use Game Genie to just have the skywalking code.
It's Giant Land next, and we see both forts clustered on the far left screen.
And what a shock! There's a bridge that needs to be built. It feels like there's always a bridge that needs to be built in 4. And now we have a music box. That could come into play later. Ooh, and now we have 1-6.
1-6, and it's usually the fire enemy set here, but TEEX has the P-wing and is just gonna fly.
Uh-oh. Ooh, got lucky there. That it was at the very, very end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, had that been during the flight, that would have been a mean interception.
Oh, imagine if it was the fire chomp.
Angry Sun 2-3, and now you see that early spawn, and it will come into play throughout the level and not just at the end as usual. Oh, nice stomp on the Paragoomba.
And down goes the sun!
Cleaned out by the shell that's always there at the end. Yeah, the fort choice is a 50-50 high flyer if you approach from the south.
Ooh, fireball to the face.
Yeah, but it is a 50-50 if the first one's right or not. So it's really more of a 33 1/3. Six F3.
TEEX only wanting to be big. Wow. Kind of burned through that P-wing rather fast as a result.
Yeah, very quick. Going for a clip, no.
Here comes the elevator.
That hot foot on the right's gonna be problematic because it's
Both of them are pretty problematic, but he's off screen.
DLP taking it slightly safer in 2-3, which is fine because that Angry Sun can be rude, and there's also that Paragoomba.
And it looks like the elevator fort is not the answer. TEEX out with 2 hammers as well. We don't know yet if whether or not the hammers will break locks. There is a chance that they can, or just be the rocks that can be broken.
If it's just the rocks, then Double Hammer in World 3 comes into play without any consequence.
There's also a matter of it maybe being a big, bold play in World 8 if they can break the locks.
Yeah, but there's one way where hammers in World 8 are always nullified, and that is if on the rare chance that it is a 4-bridge World 8. I don't think we've seen one yet this tournament.
I've heard rumblings about the mythical 4-bridge seeds. But anyway, we have Airship 5 to deal with next, the Cannon Gauntlet.
Chat pointing out it's 3 hammers as Peach sent one.
Oh! Could we see the double hammer play in 3?
Always a chance.
And of course it'll depend on the pipe placement.
Now, folks say that hammers don't always help in World 8. That's actually how I won a weekly race, so they can actually swing at World 8. It all depends on the layout and the combination.
That's why it's called the Great Equalizer, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Another music box. Oh. They do break locks!
Boom! Oh.
But it's an Atlantis!
We haven't seen a cloud yet! Oh, lordy.
They have to do this! Ooh. One of the most infamous lost levels for Mario 3, Atlantis.
Yeah.
Ooh. The yellow Cheep Cheeps, which are the only time you see those.
At least in this game. They did bring them back in other games, though.
Ooh, that was a pretty tricky thing to do right there. Oh, TEEX was hoping for like a fire flower there, I bet.
Yeah, I would have been hoping for that, too.
We're almost to the end, though.
Just don't enter the pipe too soon or Mario gets crushed. He's good.
Wait, that's a thing?
Yeah, it's a thing. No, High Flyer. I did. And DLP is effectively one Atlantis behind.
I like how that's now a measurement.
It might as well be because it's a forced auto-scroller. And yes, the salutes in chat for a Bowser military stage. You know, it would be mean if this were a cloud.
It'd be poetic justice, though. Oh, but getting that hammer back used to break the lock.
Now the fire flower shows up, and it's another hammer. This speed is hammer rain.
I think we're gonna see a. I think the double hammer strat for 3 is in play now. Whoa! What the jump for TEEX!
That jump when you are big is sub-pixel perfect, and TEEX just did it like it was nothing.
Wow! Incredible! He's on to TEEX is on to the next one. You know what? With as many hammers as we have now, it's gotta be 3. I want to see the double hammer play come in. I'm sorry?
Agreed. You'll have to pardon me as I pick my jaw up off the floor from that wall jump. Wow.
Let's see what the letter brings. It's just a mushroom. There is a pipe, though, right there. Let's see where it goes. It's probably going immediately up, though, if I had to guess. No?
Well, there goes double hammer, unless you want to play the fort right away.
Still no clouds seen.
Very surprised by that, really.
Oh,
7-1.
I bet you they get it on the first try here. Don't you worry. These are just warm-ups. You'll see. Yeah, see?
There you go.
First try every time.
As for one clip and 3 folks go same brain cell. I love it.
Well, as the old saying goes, great things come in threes. Well, we know that second pipe on the first screen is unimportant. So the answer is obviously the one right there, guarded by in front of the fort.
5-3, the stage. Another good stage to cloud, because this is just a longer level where you have to go left first, then come back to the right. These Paragoombas are going to make the return trip interesting, because they'll drop through the ceiling.
Meanwhile,
DLP, on the other hand, is in 8-1.
Must have opted for getting to that other pipe we know goes nowhere. Or at least
Well,
not
for TEEX, it goes nowhere. For DLP, it goes somewhere.
For DLP.
Davey.
Yeah, this... DLP now hoping to get it first try, and he does!
He had the right jump on the first attempt. Honk. Wrong subpixel.
We know this is where it goes. But there's a lock, but we have hammers for days, so that doesn't matter. And it's World 1 airship. Ooh, it's gonna be interesting to see if oh, there was a boss pass in 5-3 as well. And a fire finish on Wendy.
Skinators got burned today.
Must have been too much grilling.
Nah, there was a grease fire on the grill. That'll do it.
Darn it, now I'm hungry for burgers. Thankfully, I have some.
Oh, please, I'm just hungry in general.
Aren't streamers generally not supposed to do that sort of thing on an empty stomach? Anyway, we have World 7 finally. Ooh, we have to build a... Yeah, we have to build a bridge. Alright, Chad, I want to know. Are we finding the room with the view? You know, the isolated pipe in the top right of the final screen?
Not this time, but we've got to play a hand level in order to get to a pipe that could get us to a fort.
Well, at least there's another mushroom coming TEEX' way. We always find the room with the view. We'll see. We'll see. Ooh, another beta stage. I can't remember which one this is, but I've heard arguments that that's a World 6 beta or a World 4 beta. Regardless, hey, we're done with it.
Wendy was a 3-hitter. DLP did take a hitboxing, though.
Pretty sure we've only seen one heavy Koopaling, so this Ludwig has got to be heavy.
Missed it by 1 world to be a valid seed.
Oh, come on. I don't like those kinds of memes.
I'm just going off what chat's saying.
Well, chat is allowed some limit to what they find as good or funny memes.
DLP not looking back. That'll save him some time on overworld movement.
Alright, here goes TEEX checking the next pipe. That builds the bridge! He's on his way!
And it is the World 7 airship.
Ooh, has air P speed through this through that tough part. And is on to Ludwig. This should be heavy. No, it's high jump!
Heavy might have whirled on the Iceland boss, and if that's the case, then he ain't quaking. Alright, chat, how many bridges on the Promised Land?
You know what? This one's going too fast. I want to say 3. If you say 4...
Chat's beat me to it. I'm gonna say, you know what? I like the sound of 3, but I'm gonna go with 2. But you need to build the one behind you to go into that pipe to get to the fort to build the other one. So you have to double dip
I'm already
the main
out.
screen.
2 locks on the first screen.
And a navy tile. Wow. We're down to 1 or 0.
Or the mythical -1, as some in chat like to see. Oh, hey! It's, here's something you never see every day. A World 6 fort in World 8. Oh, underside strats, from TEEX.
Yep, the old 6F2 fly. Your movement's got to be good in the first section, because if it's not, either you pull up or you fall short.
Yeah, you either bonk or you miss it entirely. Ooh, more of those hammers being used.
I didn't see TEEX go into the first pipe. That could be where DLP makes up time here.
Well, TEEX checking it finally. Let's see here. That's the hand bridge. We haven't seen the dark maze yet. Which kind of tells me the hand bridge has to go to the dark maze.
Gotta play this by force draw. It's the false tank, but we have to play it. It is 1-1 with the fire enemy set.
Yeah, aside from fire enemies, this looks very innocuous. This will be no problem for TEEX.
Things like Angry Sun or Boss Bass will make this level problematic.
DLP only had 2 hammers and used one right there at the start of 8. This could be very interesting coming to the end.
Icarus calls out a cloud.
And we found a way!
Yeah, TEEX never checked his inventory. There's a cloud in there. As chat called out DLP had a cloud, that had to have been in Bowser's letter. That explains also why we did not see any clouds in this seed whatsoever. Bowser was hogging them all. Fire kill from DLP will make up a small amount of time, but it may not be enough here.
Yeah, I think it's basically over now. Because we never actually saw the dark maze.
Yeah, the dark maze was not required, 100%.
Yeah, it was obviously on that far right pipe, on the hand bridge.
And TEEX just saw the cloud in his inventory.
He must have looked at that and laughed. Oh, that thing? I could have used it a second ago, but whatever. Judging from TEEX using the P-Wing, he's gonna probably opt to just go normal strats here and not go for the mac and cheese clip.
Or he's gonna check the middle block, see if it's a fire flower. No, it's not. It's a star. So yeah, he's gonna say to heck with it and go normal.
Yeah, I can't blame him going top path. Ooh, takes a hit, but that... Yeah, the P-Wing's basically outlived its usefulness. No troll laser. And...
Midi guy having a great point in chat. He might fear he's behind because of the cloud. And look at this. DLP
oh, DLP making the play! This is gonna be... Hold on to your seats, people. This is gonna come down to the wire. DLP doesn't get the clip.
He never went for it.
Oh... It would have to take a major mistake from TEEX to not have this. Oh, DLP gets the mac and cheese clip, but it's gonna be too late!
As what he said, he's out of time. Get your GGs in chat for TEEX, who's gonna take it first. But here comes the fire attempt from DLP.
Wow, what a finish, people! Please!
First fireball. And DLP is gonna dine tonight on Koopa Soup.
Wow. What an unbelievable first race we had here, people. And to think, we still have one more to do after this. By the way, the official times, TEEX finishes first with an official time of 35:06, and DLP316 finishes with an official time of 35:29. A 23-second difference. Incredible.
Not the closest we've had this tournament.
Oh, not by a mile. I remember seeing that one in week 1. That was incredible.
We both did. I think that's the closest for this particular week.
Wow. You know, after a race like that, I think we just need to allow ourselves to get up, stretch, and allow to have to breathe a little before we begin the next race. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll start game number 2 between these two runners. So don't go anywhere.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to what is going to be another exciting race in the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer tournament between DLP316 and TEEX 88. The first race was incredibly close. This second one, I expect more of the same, as we have flag set changes to go over. But first, after this race, do not go anywhere because we will be revealing the pairings for the 4th and final week of Swiss.
Should be some interesting matchups coming up. But speaking of matchups, if you've liked what you've seen so far and you haven't already, please give both of the runners a follow. They would much appreciate it. And while you're at it, make sure to follow all of the SpeedGaming channels. Yes, so that you can be up to date on what happens next in terms of what SpeedGaming has to offer. We have stuff happening all the time. You don't want to miss it. And don't forget to also visit speedgaming.org.
Oh, for sure. As for this flag set, the world levels are mostly going to be locked within the worlds that you see, with the exception of a couple stray levels here and there that get moved due to a fort moving in. Say, an extra fort in World 1. Well, you could get a clue as to what world will have one less fort without having to see the red fort, for example.
Quickly, 6.
It's 7.
Of course. The one time I don't say 7, it is 7.
The game knows. Whoa, look at this setup.
Wow, 2 locks on the far right islands.
Oh, DLP is gone into 7. Not quite forced. There's another option, and DLP is going to nope out and try and find that other option. Here's the disgusting part. It is a... DLP's doing 7F2 first? Oh my lord.
Ooh, a little bit of pause manipulation there on TEEX' side.
That actually saved his bacon.
Yeah. The old adage sometimes is pausing won't save you. That doesn't necessarily hold true for a game like Mario 3, where some things will still be affected during the pause.
So here's one of the changes that's in for this seed. It's frog-friendly levels because of this fort here, 7F1. Had this fort been in World 1, you would need to come in with a tail to finish the level, because otherwise, the screen that would give you the Tanuki suit would just be a void, and it would be like, elevator go down the hole.
Yeah, that actually happened in a seed I culled. Not too long ago. And now we have the Air Force.
7F2, not the answer.
So, and that means Air Force has to be, yeah? Unless there's a... Oh, there is a third fort here!
Yes, 7F1, 7F2, and Air Force. Between our runners, we already know what we're dealing with. It's just a question of which one is required.
Well, considering there's a lock still on the far left, I think that the Air Force is the answer. Even Chad is verifying it.
Yep, Air Force is definitely the answer, so that's where you gotta go.
More interestingly, it looks like you had to play all three forts. Maybe
no,
not.
Not quite. It's... You play one fort, then the second fort.
I don't mean to cut you off right there, but we saw the room with the view!
Yep, when we didn't have to see the room with a view. Just saying.
Hey, I don't mind seeing it. It's a pipe you almost never get to see in Rando or Vanilla.
And good luck clipping this with a tail. You're better off trying to build up P-speed here. I've seen it done, too.
Yeah, isn't it tricky on this particular one?
Yeah, to build up P-speed, I think the only person I've seen do it was Mitch.
Well, that's because it's Mitch. And TEEX just opting to go ahead and play it normally. Gonna have to be careful, though.
Yeah, this is a rather tricky and treacherous climb. Another option here would be to go into a toad house and get an item there. The toad houses here will remain... They will continue to spawn infinitely, so you can load up on items that way.
Midi Guy DP in chat saying that they find it way easier with the frog suit. Like, I know you could do a frog suit, but I'm kind of scratching my head how it's easier.
Well, the frog suit isn't necessarily sub-pixel perfect. With a tail is sub-pixel perfect.
Okay, fair.
DLP got it! That's gonna put him in the lead!
Wow! Impressive. They'll be first to the airship from all appearances. They'll have to play the Piranha stage, but they will be first to the airship, provided there's no trouble.
A Boss Bass could still show up here, not that it's gonna cause any problems, mind you. Yeah, just a Koopa. Paraguma might have been more problematic, just saying. Yes, it was. The P-Wing was from the first Piranha.
And now we have Airship 7.
Fitting and on brand. Does that mean we're getting World 6 next? We'll see.
I sure hope not. I'm sure people love the memes, but we don't have to do memes all the time. We could just have fun. I would love to have fun. High Jumper Ludwig! 2 hits. Oh, is it gonna be it's a fire finish!
Fire finish needing more than 3 hits. So Batiste is gonna have to do the natural finish.
Oh, this is gonna be This is going to be a very interesting race just based on just this fight. Who plays Rando for fun? You can't see it, but I'm raising my hand.
Seeing Fifth Symphony tells me it was a 5-hitter. I mean, there are times I'll play a Rando for fun in the off-season.
Oh, no. Oh, no. The memes are alive. And now we have Super Tanks next.
Wondering if... Well, we've done the 7-half, now the 6-half, now the remaining odds of a World Order are 5 factorial.
5 factorial, as in it's basically within the realm of 5 digits of it happening.
Oh, here's something that's happening, a 6-1 with a boss bass. Now, it's worth noting that because there was an extra 4 in World 7, a World 7 stage got moved somewhere. Because it's mystery flags, we do not know where.
Another thing to note about these particular flags, we won't be seeing any of the beta levels. But at least we got Atlantis in the first race.
We did, but what did we get in this race? A bit of a Northman special for DLP.
TEEX almost went too fast. You're trying to race against that boss pass in 6-1.
6F2.
Yeah, we have the ice cubes.
Yeah, we're definitely in the freezer for sure.
Ooh, DLP opting for the Fire Flower.
I like it, though, because that gives a chance for a fire kill. Just like that. Ooh, within a couple seconds of each other. Woo! This is getting good.
Yeah. If the finish of our first...
You would. This game would.
And now we're off to a screeching halt. A force draw 6-6 again.
Yep, but we are set up nicely with fire suits for both runners.
It'd be a shame if one of them were to lose it.
Would have caused them to lose it. Look out for the rocket, cheap, cheap. Oh, TEEX gets bit.
Looks like DLP was able to shoot it down.
Yeah, TEEX is pulled ahead in terms of position, but not
Oh,
in
that
power.
nanny blooper, though. Manages it beautifully.
So TEEX is pulled ahead, but DLP still has fire. Let's see how it plays out.
Okay. We're back here.
TEEX stopped for a power-up, was a fire flower, so despite a slight time loss in repowering up, still ahead. Angry Sun at the finish, but it ain't gonna matter. So now we get all these hammers in the first race. One would have been nice for this particular seed because it would have helped with the pipes. But nope, the game's giving a mushroom and a P-wing.
I think I know what it's going to be. Because we had so many hammers in the first game and not as many clouds, it's going to be so many clouds in this game and no hammers. Or we get the hammers, but they don't break the locks.
That's some very deep game nose stuff right there.
Looks like another fire finish. Yep.
Yep, barbecued shrimp, anyone?
Oh, no thanks. I'm having burgers later.
Chat's wanting a 5.
Of course they're wanting a 5. They love memes.
5. 5. Speaking of memes, that meme.
I think I know where you're going with that. Oh, a hammer suit, but the meme is dead. It's 1, and it's a 2-fort 1.
And you can pick your fort. Do you pick the one up top, or do you go for the bottom? TEEX chooses for the bottom. It's 3F1.
One of them
has DLP.
One of them will break the lock. The other will build the bridge. DLP opting for the same for door 6 fort as well. We'll know now if it was the right choice. It was. So TEEX maintains their lead, and we have 2-1.
1-2. With an angry song.
Yeah, 1-2. I was testing you.
You forget that Mario 3 was my first video game? I'm just saying.
Oh. It may have been my first video game, but the first video game I owned was Mario World, but that's neither here nor there. I didn't get to truly experience Mario 3 until I got the SNES All-Stars.
Both good games, I might add.
With the other, you get like 4 games. That's like just killer value right there.
Oh yes, and a music box in the airship. TEEX had to play it first. No, DLP had to play it first, excuse me.
Yeah, but the thing about that music box, order of operations. We needed that like a couple worlds ago.
Yep. TEEX with the tail.
Heavy Larry. 2 hits. 3 hits, and that's it.
Not even gonna try to build up P-speed for the off-screen wand grab. Sometimes you gotta know when to not go for that, and that looked like a no-go there.
If it was high jumper Larry and not heavy Larry, I would have gone for it.
We are keeping it close.
Yeah.
Because we head into the 4th world. I'm enjoying this.
13:18 on the screen flash for DLP. I would have to assume that maybe TEEX is 20 seconds ahead. Tanuki's from the letter, and it's 3 now.
3 with 2 pipes right up front. Do they do anything?
Yes, they do, but it requires a lock.
So the other pipe is going to lead to that other set you see to the right, or you just play a level and find that 1-1 got moved into World 3 due to the extra fort that was in World 1.
Yeah, once again, very innocuous.
But also very telling from a pathing standpoint. Oh, hey, a cloud for DLP. Nice.
And from all appearances, this might be the only fort in this world.
It is. Because when you have one less fort in a world, a stage that got moved to a world due to an extra fort has that stage moved to a world with one less fort.
TEEX grabbing the fire flower from on the way up the escalator, but then just taking a random drop from the escalator and just going, with the speed strats there, and it looks like we're gonna get the quick finish here.
Orb.
And
DLP doing the exact same thing, but he's stopping to shoot some fireballs off. Now he's taking a damage boost.
Maybe didn't want to go to small Mario. Oh. Heavy Wendy!
Heavy. 5-hit Earthquake Wendy O. Koopa, having all the Baconators and all the stuff that you could order at the Cluckin' Bell.
Cluckin' Bell? I understood that reference. That's all I will say about that.
Yep.
Oh, it looks like a hammer was picked up, perhaps? Yeah, from a hammer bro? Sounds like it from what chat is saying.
Yeah, it looked like DLP got it. I guess he didn't have a runaway hammer bro, which that can have an effect on seeds.
Well, there's a cloud from the letter. Ooh!
We need to play both forts here.
It'd be funny if there was a third fort on the far right side. Or wait, no, there was a fort on the start point, wasn't there?
Yep.
Then wouldn't that make this a 3-fort 4?
No, we had 3 forts in World 7. Be
Okay.
funny if we could have... Okay, TEEX was just swagging with that wall jumping Boom Boom's room.
Well, let's see where this spits TEEX out. Ooh. Yeah, I like that option where you...
TEEX, what are you doing? You don't need this level.
The 2 pipes down below.
Yeah, but they interconnect, and I think, yep, he realizes it, so, so TEEX go down the hole. Because he meant to. Also, worth noting that Frog Friendly does not make that top part wider because there is an alternate path, and TEEX is going to play through 4-6, and he's just going to P-wing over the top of it.
Makes sense to me.
Giant enemies here mean no boss path.
Now, DLP has the hammer. He might try to break that lock first.
Or he might use it on the rock to save a bit of time.
No,
I can see either or.
I honestly see more of an argument to save it. Yeah, he's gonna
2 clouds.
Yeah, he's gonna make the probably make the play on it breaking the locks again in this seed.
Yep, that wouldn't be a bad play either. And another cloud.
See what I tell you?
Actually, he might be saving it for another world because this fort is right in the way and it's 4F2. DLP in 4-1 now. Matey guy in chat saying, gonna have to burn those clouds soon. Yep.
At this rate, it would take World 5 showing up and 5-9 being here right there at the start.
With clouds, there's no point. Even if 5-9 were to show up, you could just cloud over it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It would
DLP
basically...
Ragu!
Oh!
I'm not exactly sure what happened to DLP to cause him to Ragu there, other than maybe a missed jump.
Ooh, almost bonked into those hotfoots, though.
About ready to get a swag orb grab from the block.
Ooh, it's a forced draw.
Into spikes.
It'd be interesting if that other fort comes into play here on the ground. If in particular the lock is situated in a spot where it needs to be, it needs to be on the path towards the castle in the sky.
Great movement through Spike Fort by TEEX, and there goes Boom Boom.
TEEX opting to play this. Interesting.
He speed strats here? That's insane!
Maybe TEEX perhaps wants the items from this part? Oh, he was gonna go this way anyway.
Yep, oh, Rangless, nicely done.
Yeah, didn't even get a sock, let them get a sock thrown.
Yeah, in that instance, he told the Hammer Bros, keep your socks on, boys.
Oh, there's another hammer for TEEX now. Alright, let's see. Ooh, it's a paradox pipe.
And he's doing this on purpose.
Yeah, this is a map check. Oh, he won't have to use he won't have to play that fort on the ground. He can just go. He'll probably use the clouds here. No, he's playing on!
I would have double clouded because of not only the risk of this, a 5-3 with an absolutely disgusting enemy set, and 5-9 still being in play, two of the longest levels in this world. Oh, DLP has a mishap and takes a fall.
Yikes.
It's desert that's left, folks. Oh,
this offers an opportunity. Now, does TEEX use it now? He does! No, he's just gonna play this one!
He took a gamble on that being 5-9, and he's lucky that it wasn't.
This is gonna still give DLP a slight chance. Oh, DLP opting not to play that Hammer Brother, and he'll do the map check. Wow! TEEX does it in back-to-back games! Incredible!
Oh, for sure. I don't know how he does it, but look at this. DLP going hyper-aggressive here, opting to double cloud blind and equip a P-Wing.
Well, I believe DLP has like 3 or 4 clouds in the reserve. And that's good enough for the screen wrap, I do believe.
I think so. Now, here's the thing. There is a World 7 level that could be at Wild, but I don't think it's going to be in World 2 because it defaults as a 1-fort world. So, yeah, the only way you'd use a cloud now is skip something.
Well, speaking of skipping something, we got an easy pipe. Might see the hammer used here. Yep, that's exactly where I do it. And use the cloud here. It's a total free 2 for TEEX. This is a galaxy brain play if I've ever seen it. This is incredible.
Oh, for sure. This is on a completely different level. Oh, and the level TEEX clouded was 2-2. So chat, let's do it again. How many bridges?
You know what? TEEX is going too fast. We need 4. This is the only time you will probably hear me say we need 4. What about you, Leslie Pro?
Give me a 3.
Ooh, holding back. Is it because I got to 4 first?
I mean, they're both picks that are going to take a while. no matter how you slice it.
Oh, a hammer at the very end? I don't know if that comes into play.
What is coming into play is this fort, and it's World 8, the Dark Door Maze.
Meanwhile, DLP, taking advantage of the super free world too. Let's see if TEEX gets the one cycle here. Oh, he's slowing down. He gets it though.
Or else he would have lost fire, but he did get it.
Very impressive.
We don't know yet about hammers breaking locks. We have not had the opportunity to use one.
And now it's time to play 3-Pipe Monty. Let's see what happens. Where does this go? This goes to the hand bridge, where there's a lot of action tiles there. What's behind pipe number 2? We have the lower left portion of the dark maze.
I don't think it worked.
No, we didn't hear any buzzer go off. He didn't test it.
He might test it after 3F2.
Yeah, depending on if the lock breaks. Also, I'm already out. This is gonna be... It's looking a lot more like this is gonna be the equalizer again.
That as well as raw execution as usual.
Oh, it broke another lock on the top right! And hammers break locks again!
I think DLP just found the same point. They just went in the same pipe. They are right on top of each other, neck and neck. DLP, though, swings back through, has not played 3F2. Spoiler, he doesn't need to.
It's looking a lot like the answer is going to be on the hand bridge.
It really is looking like it. Yeah, I think the pipe to get to Bowser is on the hand bridge. Beyond the 2 tanks. Fake or real, doesn't matter. Gotta play them both. Who gets there first?
TEEX seems to be a little confused as to where to go.
This is a very confusing World 8.
I mean, that goes without saying, but... Yeah, there's where you need to go. If I had to guess, it's got to be that far left pipe that's the answer to go to Bowser's Castle.
That it is.
Ooh,
DLP enters. This is not a level he needs.
Yeah, and he's starting to run dangerously low on supplies. All he has left is now a hammer suit.
Yeah, all he has left is the Bowser knockout package.
Oh no!
And he go down the hole.
And it looks like we found the fake tank.
And he gets a hot foot. Yeah,
Wow!
yeah. Never fun.
World 8 is living up to being the great equalizer, and there's another hammer suit just for good measure! Now, if we have this right, this should be Bowser.
I believe so, but the question
there
is...
it is!
Oh, one bridge, and we gotta play one more level.
But it's hand number 2, so this should be an absolute nothing burger in terms of difficulty. But what's the item? A star. We may very well see TEEX equip that, along with the hammer suit. There it goes. No!
Spoiler. No, not this time, but he does have extra stars and an extra hammer suit should he feel inclined to use it.
Oh, there's a swag clip right there. Being careful not to get hit by the rotodiscs. Get the everyman's clip.
DLP just clipped through a cannon on the ground.
Oh, TEEX trying to go full mac and cheese.
Striking out.
Opting for the door instead. Ooh, there's one laser. Two lasers. Let's see these fireballs. They could prove to be the difference, along with the troll laser at the very end. Oh, that's a very evil fireball right there, but no troll laser. Say hello to Bowser, goodbye Bowser, and get your GGs out once again for TEEX88. Who is going to win this second race. Wow. That was quite a sight to watch.
Oh, for sure. And even though TEEX won both races, to be fair, chat and comms were the true winners here because we got treated to a heck of a show.
Yeah. Official time for this race for TEEX, 31 minutes, 24 seconds. And we will certainly try and get TEEX in here for post-race interview. But meanwhile, we gotta still cheer on DLP to finish up. There's... And now we are joined by TEEX88. Yeah, what an incredible show.
Oh, thank you so much.
Okay, before anything else, I must have missed a joke somewhere. Because even before we started, all the races today, I couldn't help but notice that it says TEEX the Flash 88. You want to fill me in on that?
Yeah, the context was that my in the last race that I had in Swiss, I was against Macobra, and the seed that Stewie rolled ended up being a jet, so that I think I ended up finishing with a 25-31. So I was kind of nicknamed as a meme, the Flash, temporarily, I think.
Oh, I see. My goodness. Let's go back to that first race, because that was just wild at the end.
Yeah, like execution-wise, I was pretty happy with how I played. I didn't take any deaths or anything like that. But I was kind of kicking myself midway through because there was a lock I could have broken in World 4 that would allow me to skip 2 levels instead of just taking the pipe transition. And I ended up having a whole bunch of extra hammers towards the end, which didn't really end up having much use. So
hey, it helped you. Those were basically the difference. You had all those extra hammers. Yeah, I believe DLP only had like 2. He had to be very subjective with where he used the hammers.
I see, because I remember DLP telling me in the race time chat that he had like 4 at some point. So
yeah, I just know you were hoarding all of them after you basically more or less after you figured that they broke the locks.
Yeah, in hindsight, I don't even know why I was hoarding as many as I did, but I remember breaking 2 locks on the first screen of World 8. And I think that kind of gave me some context about like which path I should take to get to Valley Bowser. So even then, it still ended up being like somewhat linear. But at the same time, like the level right before Bowser's Castle, I could have clouded, and then I forgot I had that in my inventory.
You have no idea how close it was at the very end of that first race. As you were about to finish your fight, DLP did the mac and cheese clip and had Fire Suit. That's why it was a 23-second difference in that first race. Speaking of DLP is now joining us.
Hey, what's up?
GG DLP.
Thank you.
Very good runs.
Thank you. Yeah, that first seed was kind of a roller coaster. I think I played small for like 80% of the seed.
Yeah, and you almost gave TEEX a run for his money.
Yeah, I don't know how I felt. Pretty much right out of the gate, I made a routing mistake, so I didn't really feel too good about that. But I was playing well, so yeah. I mean, TEEX and I have done this probably like 10 times, and I haven't beat him yet. But this is probably the closest I've gotten, so I'm happy with it.
Hey,
GG TEEX.
At least there's the bracket round to get one more crack at it.
Yeah, that's when it matters, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just to beat somebody like TEEX, I mean, I think he plays probably faster than, anybody else. So, I mean, you really got to be on top of your game. That second seed, I just choked it away pretty much. As soon as I died in World 5, I don't know what happened there. I just, didn't register and just, fell off the World 4 F2 fort. I don't know what happened, but after that, I just didn't feel like the same. It just went downhill after that.
Yeah, I see. Well, again, you gave it a good ride. Both times, World 8 did prove to be that great equalizer, and that's something you love seeing.
Oh yeah, I love it.
It doesn't matter if you're a spectator like us, or if you're playing it, like you two just did the last 2 races.
Are you suggesting that I was ahead in World 8 on both seeds?
With how free Desert Hill was? Absolutely not.
Well, I'll put it to you this way. You were right there. You were, especially this last one, you were both right there. Same screen, same tile, same moment.
Yeah, there was a point where TEEX was getting confused with where all the pipes were going, and that was more or less your chance.
Yeah, I was confused too. I kept dying in 8-1, and I was like, wait, there's a pipe over there. I can knock out a fort along the way. I might as well just... It's vanilla levels, the tank isn't that long. I might as well just go that way. It'll get me past 8-1 at the very least. So that's why I decided to finally end up going the right way. I almost, right off the bat, just went in that direction. I wish I would have, but... woulda, coulda, shoulda, always.
Yeah, after I played the Navy icon, I went straight into the right pipe, which I think put me on the hand bridge, but I wanted to do a little exploration first, and I think I ended up making 2 loops through the dark room and played 3 F2 in the process. I think I broke the lock that was on the far left side, but it didn't really do me any favors, so... Yeah.
I did the same thing.
Yeah, after a minute and a half, I was like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to actually go across the hand bridge. I've seen everything else.
Yeah,
Right. I'm guessing past 8-1 that there's 2 pipes up there and they both looped, right? They had to have.
Yeah, I think that the far left pipe takes you to the center left pipe.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, the Dark Maze really proved to be quite a red herring for this second race.
Oh yeah, I'm not surprised. I played through the majority of Seed 2 thinking that I was far behind because, I went into it knowing that it was frog friendly, but just as a sense of comfort, I equipped the P-Wing that I had from the first Piranha plant that was guarding the fort, and it ended up being Fort Knox. And I just wanted to go in there just in case it ended up being 7F2, and I would just have a sense of comfort because you know how rough those enemies can be small. And then of course the next level over ends up being 7-6, and I took 8 attempts at clipping with the tail, and then I just decided, I can't be stuck here forever, and just played it normally.
Yeah, I pretty much broke my golden rule with the second flag set. In World 7, I try to end stages without a tail as much as possible, but since the first fort was Piranha Fort that I played, I was like, well, I have a tail, I need to try to keep it, because if Fort Knox is coming up, I can just go, oh, it's frog friendly, I don't need to do that. What am I thinking? See, we all make mistakes in our head. I completely forgot that I could have lost the tail at any time, and it would have been fine.
I never saw 7F2, so I kind of lucked out with that. So I guess we kind of broke even routing-wise.
Yeah, I'm really excited to watch it. I'm glad it was really close. It sounds like it was a good race, and those are always fun to watch, even if I'm on the other side. I don't mind losing to TEEX, really good player, so it was fun.
Yeah,
likewise.
Well, job well done by both of you. Best of luck in your next matchups. Speaking of which, don't go anywhere, because just because we're done here, this is the final race of week 3 in the Swiss rounds. We're about to reveal the Swiss matchups for week number 4, the final week before we go into brackets. So feel free to get up and stretch for a little bit. But coming up next, Diesel Pilot and Dust Minion will go over and reveal all of the Swiss matchups for week number 4. So on behalf of Leslie Pro 4, DLP316, TEEX88, everyone behind the scenes at SpeedGaming, and all that. This is the Crazy Dude saying good night and please look forward to the next matchups for Swiss Week 4. Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night.
Oh, this has been fun, Crazy Dude, but the fun ain't done yet because, as you said, when we come back, we reveal the pairings for Week 4.
Thanks very much.
Actually, it's happening right now. Actually, here we are.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't go away. We are doing it now. Dust Minion's screen, as you can see, is up and ready to go for the reveal.
That's right, and we're doing this one differently. Our man behind the scenes, Diesel Pilot, he made this presentation for us.
Yeah, I've got my PowerPoint merit badge, so let's roll, Dust Minion.
All right,
So
here we go.
So as with in the past, we've got a little bit of a delay due to the setup that we have on SpeedGaming. However, that does mean that we will have a little bit of time to look at them and ooh and all and talk and do the ESPN day show thing and talk about what matches we got going. So as we see here, we'll be revealing them from the bottom to the top. And so the first match to be revealed, Night Shifter versus Sharky 2107. Good game, guys. Let's see how that goes. And all these, I think we're all very excited to see this, especially since this has been an outstanding Swiss set of tournaments or Swiss set of rounds. So next, Tozzle and Demon Battler. You two, go ahead. I think this might have been a prediction that was actually made. Gimp Extreme and Jay Coper. Guys, let's see it.
Yeah. Ooh.
Right,
Okay.
Corona versus Animus United.
That'll be a good one.
Oh, for sure.
I think this one might have been already predicted in the Discord, but Ikaros and Dark Shadows 59, get ready.
Right?
Ooh, Craig versus True Hyper Mario. Let's go. This ought to be good.
Oh, baby.
Oh, boy.
Leslie, your opponent is Magoo's Adorable.
I believe this will be my first time racing them too, so I'm looking forward to it.
DLP316 versus Atomic Acid.
Tough, yeah. It's a good player.
Oh yeah, that's definitely going to be a fun one to see. And then, of course, we got Johnny Link and High Flyer.
That ought to be another good matchup.
TEEX and Stewie. TEEX and
Oh,
Stewie. TEEX and Stewie.
And speaking of good matchups, how about this one between Paradox and Arcade Riot 91? Oh boy! Human Muster versus Japezu.
Oh yeah.
Boy.
Mini Guy and Vix.
All right, so a slight delay before we reveal the final two matchups. Who do you think is going to be Stewie Cartman's final obstacle to maintain his #1 seed status?
TEEX or Cobra is going to be great.
Let's go.
Oh, we
sorry,
got
Dust.
ourselves some prime time viewing for you guys as the top two matchups for this week. Macobra 52 versus Dust Minion, Stewie Cartman versus TEEX 88.
All I can
No,
say is, yeah.
Okay,
Y'all better
great
schedule-
matches. Dust Minion, you got this. You got this.
You know, I am terrified, but at the same time, I'm very intrigued because I don't think Macobra and I have faced off once before.
Nice.
Which
Getting a lot of
actually, that's
matchups we haven't
amazing.
seen before this tournament. It's nice.
Also,
I'm-
as an aside, we had two other schedules prepared depending on what the outcome of this match was. If DLP swept, I'd be facing Cartman.
yeah,
And on a split,
I don't know if
Stewie
I let you
Cartman
down
split.
or made you more excited. I'm not too sure how to feel about that.
No, it's fine.
No,
If you split, we face Macobra.
No, the split would have been Midi Guy versus Stewie. But regardless, this is the matchup that has been foretold by prophecy. So we are ready for it. I hope everybody out there in Chatland is ready for it. I know that I really want to give a shout out to a lot of the folks who have been making this happen. Dust Minion has been awesome, keeping all the race rooms ready and administering a lot of the commentary organization. So Dust, everybody give Dust a pat on the back and a hand. So we would not have been able to make this tournament happen without him. And there's a lot of other stuff that he's been doing behind the scenes as well to help set up the format and help get us going. So absolutely, everybody give Dust a hand. And there will be more opportunities for our runners as well to match up. Of course, we've got this last round of matches in the Swiss rounds, and then we have the bracket stage coming up after that. The bracket stage will be a single elimination, best of 3. So I know a lot of people have been wondering, hey, what happens if we split? Well, you know what, this time you actually get a game 3. So there will be no split matches after that. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too. And thank you all for joining us.
Until then, let week 4 begin. I think we decided we're just going to start week 4 now.
Yes, that's right. Anybody who wants to go ahead and schedule your matches, you are free to schedule your matches for any time in the future.
Yeah, the final.
Also, just sort of take a second, real quick here, to also sing Diesel Pilot's praises. You've been pretty much the driving force in getting this tournament up and going, and if it wasn't for you as well, this wouldn't have happened. And thanks to all the runners for getting their matches scheduled. I know it seemed a little challenging at first, but it's not as bad as it seems once you get into it. So
yeah, exactly. I can't take all the credit. We give three cheers for Diesel Pilot as well, please.
Yes, thank you, Dustin. Thank you, Diesel Pilot.
It's been a pleasure, and I hope it's. I can see from the all the chat and all the commentary in Discord and all the discussion that it's definitely been worthwhile venture. So thank you all for being part of it.
All right, week 4.
Before I get out of here, I do have one question. The deadline for this round, are we looking? I assume we are looking at not this coming Sunday, but next. Yes.
I was about to get to that.
Yep.
Week 4 begins now, and the end day is still the 15th.
Okay, thanks, Dustmanian.
All right. Well, everybody have a good day and a good week, and we'll see you guys around. Have a good one.
Have a good night, everyone.
For sure.
Bye
Till
for
next
now.
time. Stay kind, stay safe, stay awesome. We'll see you on the other side of the next pipe check. But don't go anywhere, because in 20 minutes, we have a match in the Metroid Prime Randomizer tournament. So don't go anywhere.
Have a good night, everyone.
Goodbye for now.
Sure, till next time. Stay kind, stay safe, stay awesome. We'll see you on the other side of the next pipe check. But don't go anywhere, because in 20 minutes, we have a match in the Metroid Prime Randomizer tournament. So don't go anywhere.
All right.
Yeah, that went well.
And I do mean it. Thanks for all the help.
Oh, I meant it to. Yeah, I would definitely appreciate everything on your end.